Good late Monday evening. Trevor for Saanich here. And it's the end of a very long day. It's partially a long day because it was a very short night. I got to bed last night about 5 a.m. But I got to sleep until about 8:30. I don't know, 3.5 hours. Probably not a sustainable way to live. I sort of joked with a friend of the campaign and said, I always talk about economically efficient ideas and policies. Well, choosing to not get enough sleep is not economically efficient on my body. So there were ups and downs today. There was a lot of videos. This will be the last live video. And I went to UVSS at UVic and did a bunch of copying. That felt really cool. But then I was just really tired and I didn't get any of my community association work done that I wanted to also do today. But then I ended up going to Tent City Part 2, like the little provincial land area by Ravine Way. And I was there. It was a good thing because I felt like I really opened my mind up. But then I got home and it was kind of stressful trying to get everything figured out for the evening. And then I got to go play music with Best Coast Big Band, which turned into a whole lot of fun. I was playing my saxophone. But I showed up late and I didn't have all my music with me. And yeah, it started kind of off on the wrong foot. But we kind of got out of there on time and I was excited to be heading to council. Because what I wanted to do is I wanted to go to the open mic to talk about the Del Monte, the Beehive property, which passed. That was a surprise to me that it passed, but somehow along the way I forgot that you don't get to talk about issues that have already gone through public consultation when they have the open forum. And so it was just sort of a reminder that I've been on the process and procedures of council. So, of course, having made it to council and looking at the agenda, there were a few other things I wanted to get up and talk about because, heck, I'm a candidate. I better take the time to get up in front of the microphone. And then I think I did so in too overt a way, too transparently. I threw a little stump message at the front end and then I stammered through what I was trying to say and I was nervous. And I've said this before, I feel very celebrity shock with elected officials. I can have a conversation with folks about the ins and outs of government and council business, but as soon as we're in the room, I get really nervous, and I can't be the guy that gets nervous if I'm going to be elected to that office. Having said that, if I was elected, I probably wouldn't be nervous. It's this weird thing and I'm, if anyone knows me, I can jump in front of crowds, I can talk, I can lead people in activities, I can do all sorts of personality type things. And I'm smart and I like to talk about things that make me sound smart. Sometimes I do that too much, but it was today I just totally stumbled. And so, yeah, I think I ended up sending a message to the clerk and the mayor and council and Sonia at Legislative Services, kind of apologizing. I don't know what happened that caused me to, and I probably didn't do anything that badly, but I felt nervous and I felt awkward about it. But then, we talk about ups and downs, then something really neat happened. Rebecca sent a little tweet acknowledging something that I'd said that was useful in the microphone during my time. And Teal Bondroff sent me a picture he had taken of me, and we had never actually met in person. And so he tweeted me the picture, private message, and then I started back and forth with him, and he was just a really classy guy. And then I sort of made mention of him and Rebecca's support on Twitter as we were waiting for some of the less interesting stuff to be spoken about. And it was a good moment for me to remember that this is what Monday nights are going to be like for the next year. And then the next year after that. And then the next year after that. And then another one that's 4 years. And this is what I want. I want to be part of the decision-making body that sets direction and tone and for change. And I want to be part of these things. And I want to see the reports and read them and have what I want to say about them and then make my vote clear. I want to do all that, and I want to do it in ways that are going to help my generation and others that care about these things see the world move in the direction it needs to go. But tonight, I wasn't prepared for council. I spent all day campaign work, trying to catch up on personal life, trying to, still give what I can to the bands. That's a big part of who I am and my community life for the last couple years. And I couldn't do it all. There was a capacity limit that I reached. Didn't have enough fuel in the tank, didn't have enough mental composure. I was exhausted physically and mentally. And again, I don't think to anyone else looking in, I probably didn't come across that badly, but to me, it was awkward but it's really interesting. There's some really great people out there, and I'm glad to be part of a campaign and an experience. There's very few people who will do what I'm doing and what we are doing, us that are running for office in our lives, especially at the local level, where it's not about the big party machine you got behind you. It's about you and your ideas and putting it all out there. It can be both, but that's what I feel about it. And so anyway, you're getting the long-winded musings of a very tired candidate on a platform that's probably going to disappear in 24 hours. But I have a whole lot of desire, and my goodness, has it been fun being a candidate and building the platform and knocking on the doors and talking to people at networking opportunities and showcasing my stuff and my ideas and shaking some feathers and, turning some heads and fitting it all into a life that still includes walking the dog and feeding the kids and getting to the band performance and getting off to the other things in life. And so rewarding, and staying up late with friends, practicing for debates. But it's not all glamorous. If I get elected, and I plan to get elected, there's going to be a lot of late Monday nights where someone's going to come up to the microphone who's not prepared, not polished, and isn't good at articulating what they really have to say that is of legitimate concern. And it's going to throw the course of the night off. And that's going to be my night for most Mondays for the next 4 years. And it just came back to me tonight that's what I have ahead of me. It's just a good reminder, because campaigning is not governing. And sitting on council isn't governing either. It's contributing to the governance. But yeah, those are my musings for the night. Thanks for watching, if anyone's out there in Instagram land. And remember, if you want economically efficient ideas for a sustainable Saanich future that's good for millennials and everyone else who cares about making progressive change for the better, those are new words, I've never used those ones before, then Trevor for Saanich, Trevor Barry on October 20th. And more importantly, let's have really good discussions about new areas of public policy debate at the municipal level that haven't happened before. Whether that's allowing British Columbians to enjoy beers at a park, at a picnic table, or whether that's changing the ability to make property tax assessments on homeowners and renters, landlords, that is more uniquely crafted to give accommodation to the fact that housing should be a human right. So make not a flat tax, but a progressive property tax system that could be differentiated mill rates across different zoning, like through zoning, different zones, different zoning, different mill rates, or different thresholds. So I'm talking about $100,000, the first $100,000 being exempt. Maybe it's the first 50 in some neighborhoods and the first 150 in other neighborhoods, or zonings, or both. So That's what it's all about. So I got to keep focused on that. And it's about winning a bunch of votes. So I guess I got to do that too. Not going to let one nervous night at the microphone at council shake me. It's a lot of time yet to go, and I'm only getting stronger. Good night, everybody.